How you doing, Gary? Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. It's an icy, cold day here, so I'm stuck inside listing stuff. Thought it'd be good motivation to make sure I get some listings. I already took pictures and just start doing it now. What you doing today, man? Gallery. I'm going to be listing this card. It's an autograph of a Chiefs player. They're playing really good right now. He's a former return specialist, Dante Hall. And since they're playing really good, list it now. Maybe get $20 out of it or something. It's it's numbered, I think. I have 1 of 25. Pretty good card. Not the best autograph. It'd probably only be a 9. Looked like he touched it. Smeared it a little bit, but yeah. Construction field, property, resale, part-time. What do you do in the construction field? Are you just a contractor out to construction stuff, or do you actually do the construction? I have a lawn business and I do power washing. That's my main thing too. I just resell on the side too. I really started with sports cards and it's just started watching Cincinnati Picker, and then that was all over after that. Led me to garage flips, watching those guys do garage sales. I was like, wow, garage sales, huh? And a couple good garage sales, and then I'm like, oh crap, I got to figure out how to get rid of all this stuff. So, but I'm sure most people kind of started that way. And Gary, if you don't know, watch Commonwealth Picker. He's awesome. He's one of my favorites. You probably already watched Part-Time Pickers, but and Harry Tornado and a lot of Josh. I'm sure you probably know about them too. But figure I do some listings on. Grab some time to. I need watch hours. I'm almost halfway to my subscribers, but I'm gonna be I'll get 1,000 subscribers way before I get hours. I didn't understand the hours at the very beginning for sure. Large roofing firm which provides services to HOA apartments. That's kind of cool because you can kind of scale it up on that way, and you kind of know what you're getting into most of the time. It's a lot of stress and pressure, though. I know that. All business owners understand you're creating your work every day. You can lose your work every day. And so it's tough, but it helps you to, I think it helps you with resale. Makes you understand not to get too big too fast, get too much stock and not have enough to buy any. good items if you don't have any money, if you have it all out somewhere and things. What do you like to resell? What do you like to collect anything, or do you just resell what you find? Do you do storage units or anything like that? eBay. Boy, the eBay app, I mean, it used to be so hard to list. You had to be at home on your computer. Now you can list at the laundromat or whatever. No, I know. Yeah, believe me. I have a lawn business and a power washing business, and it's just me and my buddy Bo, my dog, because no one's going to treat it like I do, and I almost can't expect them to. And then, shoot, I mean, I pay someone half the amount, and I'm almost after taxes and everything, and Social Security and unemployment tax, all that. I'm almost paying as much as I am, and I'm getting nothing out of them. I'm have to watch over them, and it's either that's why I realize you either have to scale up huge or you stay small. Yeah, guys just show up, and like for me, I can lose an account if people don't show up, and then they can cost me so much work just from one time of getting drunk and sleeping in. I can't deal with that. I'd rather just stay small and get better clients than try to get more clients. Small into things under £1. Yeah, that's why I like sports cards. Easy to store, easy to picture, easy to list, easy to ship. As long as you know what you're getting into. Estate sales around here are not very good. At least the ones I've been to. I've only been to about 25 or so, but still, you can tell a lot of their stuff is eBay listings, not solds. And then there's some deals in there, but it seems like you better be ready for it. But garage sales is kind of what the best thing to do around here. If anybody has any questions, give me a shout. Dante. I'm putting up a Joe Montana autograph today that I got in a break for the Chiefs. He played for the Chiefs, and I figured what a perfect time to put this up, if any. I don't really want to. It's 9 of 50, but I already have another one of him. It's one with him and Jerry Rice's autograph on the same picture. So I don't really need this one. I'm trying not to be a hoarder. Good time. I just need to get some stuff going, get some people in my store. It'd be a good time to get rid of that. So, and everybody's thinking football. So, and the Niners are doing good too. It's a perfect time. You realize that's with eBay. You kind of people look when it's hot. I mean, like if you have Rush stuff, someone made that comment today in one of the chats. If you have Rush stuff, old Rush records or anything, you get it up now. I mean, people that don't resell will be, oh, you're taking advantage. Well, you've been that's why you have it. I mean, it's not like I guess you're taking advantage, but you're taking advantage of everything. They're not going to call you out any other time. It's kind of how it goes. Hey, Flipping Crazy. Everybody needs to subscribe to Flipping Crazy. I don't know how much I'm going to sell for. I need to comp that one before I throw it up. A lot of times I throw it up really high just to see what kind of looks I get. I kind of treat it like my flea market booth and antique mall. Some of that stuff I don't even want to sell. I set it really high, so I dress up my store. So I kind of like to have some stuff. People get some traffic in there and they see something else and go, And then if I don't get much hits, I'll lower it. It's just kind of nice about eBay. If you know what to play with, as long as you're not trying to, as long as you don't need the money right away or whatever. But yeah, it's, I assume I'm going to get, it's 9 of 50. That makes it even better. And it's a good auto. It's probably 9.5 out of 10. Clean card. Corners are sharp. Probably graded. So Um, I'd assume $200. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I would assume. So I'm probably gonna list it for 300. And if it goes for 300, I'd probably be okay with it, even if it was worth more. Dante Hall. But I'm a big Chiefs fan, so that's what I buy a lot of because I can sell it um, in my antique malls and flea market booth down here for more money than eBay sometimes because they're here and popular and people don't know how to. There's some people, it's bad that some people don't know about eBay if all you sell on eBay. But if you sell on a flea market, you get the people that don't know how to buy on eBay. So sometimes you get more money. Bad experiences selling cards, as in like people wanting to return it and saying no, not one return. I bet I've sold 400 cards on eBay. Easy. Nope. Protect them really good. Know how to do it, and at least I know what other card guys want. It's something I learned a long time ago. If you put them in the small poly mailers, they treat them better in the post office. They almost treat them worse if they're in a box. They'll just step on them because they're on the floor. They'll put them in a thing, little carry thing if they're in the little small, so they don't lose them, and then they almost get taken care of better. And then you just cardboard them up real good around it, and I do double things of to keep the water out, just in case. But and then there's always insurance on it. So, and then if it's a really expensive card, I just take out bigger insurance, and that way I don't worry too much about it. That's why I always put near mint to mint. And that's kind of what we all just assume. If you're someone that look for graded cards, you can see it so good now that you already know if it's mint or mint. You know what I mean? Because you're looking at it. Back in the old days with eBay, you can get away with some bad pictures and you can fake someone out and they get it and it is ripped up, bad corners and stuff. And if someone did, I'd just say, I give your money back, send it back, give you another card instead. And there's always a way around, most of the time I'm paying so little for stuff. Hey, David, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Need the watch hours. Harry Tornado was going to go on for a giveaway and he couldn't get his internet to work. I was like, well, good time to do it, I guess, because I was waiting to watch that. Joe Benson. Hi. I don't know Joe Benson. I don't remember him in my chat. Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. I know you. Yeah, hey, Joe. I appreciate you. No, I know who you are. You're my coffee chat guy. I appreciate you joining for a minute. He knows woodworking. One of these days, he's going to put up some woodworking stuff, and he knows his way around the shop. Thanks for letting me eat some hours and for my watch hours. If you can't stand my voice, just mute me, and I don't blame you. I'm just going to be listing a few sports cards. Autograph. And, sports cards are just like anything on eBay. You got to really know how to list it, what you got, because you can really screw up. Because I buy on eBay and I watch people screw up all the time. And I think most people do. 6 out of 25. Knowing that this is an autograph and it's 6 out of 25 makes a big difference. If you don't put 6 out of 25, they don't know, and they might just go and buy. If they see 6 out of 25, they're like, ooh. Make sure I put the Chiefs. KC. And this, this is one thing I don't know. I probably shouldn't do. I don't know, but I put Mahomes' team. Just in case people are looking at Mahomes, they'll go to it might throw up this card. I probably shouldn't do that, but yeah, I don't know. No one's ever really said anything because it's true. Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomes team. Prism. But tell me if anybody's listing on eBay with me. Tell me what you're listing, so I kind of know. Everybody wants to know what we're all listing, so we can, while we're out there in the wild, knowing what we can grab up if we see something that we don't normally see. Everybody try to join up and subscribe to each other, and most people creating here, but if you hit that blue thumb down there, it helps the algorithm on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. If anybody has a question about selling or anything, just ask away. I always take a good picture of the 6 out of 25 down there. Close-up picture of the autograph, so you don't have to zoom in. Just got to make it easy for the customer to see and find. I found myself in my flea market booths having too much stuff in there. It's almost so cluttered, it's almost like my brain couldn't all decipher it all. And I see why Walmart has it categorized, so your brain almost can't see it. Because I found stuff in flea market booths just because there's too much crap too, and it's underneath something and hidden, and ooh. Yeah, printer ink sells fast. Who had the one today? Garage Flips. He sold HP printer ink that was expired 2014. Discloses it 2014. It sold in same day. Mine sells so fast, it's ridiculous. I've even had it box open, and it's still in a plastic thing, and I just sold it because I went to a garage sale and someone had taped it up. I'm selling it like it was brand new. And when I got it home, I was like, SOB, and I only bought it for $1. And so I took it out, and then I listed it up as just cyan. And then hey Uriah, I'm sorry I called you UJ last time. I'm an idiot. I'm sure you don't go by that no more. Thanks, Uriah. But it was cyan, and then didn't have black. Someone had used the black, and they never used the cyan or the magenta, and so they just put it back in there and sold it at a garage sale. I don't blame them. My own fault for not asking. If I would have asked, you probably would have said, no, there's no black. But anyway, I sold those individually. They went to California, and they sold quick too, without the box, just in the plastic. And it went to California for like $3.50, and then plus shipping of like $3. So even then, you can sell without the box, because California, I'm sure it's probably way harder to get ink out there, and it's more expensive for everything. So that's another thing found. I'm shipping out cheap items from here to California a lot of times. Yeah, sometimes I just don't think about like that stuff. Sorry. Yeah, printer ink, and like one thing I found is GameCube games go really fast. In my experiences, graph calculators like TI-83s, TI-84s, those things go so fast. Good Lord. Yeah, especially if in good condition, even if they got writing all over it, even if because the kids buying them because they don't want to spend $80 brand new, and so they'll spend $35 all day. And people need them for school because most people aren't going to probably don't have any programs to really get that kind of information still. Thanks, Flipping Crazy. Everybody subscribe. She's got some good stuff going on. Thanks for giving me some watch hours. I appreciate it. Just helps build up some watch hours. There's not a lot of people probably off work right about now, but hey, I'm just listing some Chiefs football cards. If anybody else is listing, throw up what you're listing today. I got a nice setup for my um, listing station. Makes it so much easier to go list when you have a place designated for it, and just no excuses. I'd say sports cards are half my reselling. It used to be all. It's getting less and less. That's for sure. But it's still fun. That's why I like it. I just know more about it than most people. So yeah, I always just protect myself and say all cards are near mint. And one thing I always do, I don't know about you guys. Actually, say if you do, whenever you put your listings in on eBay, do you put up your YouTube name? I always put my YouTube name in case they're in the description looking at it and they might like YouTube. They might go check me out. Mm. I like to do my listings on my phone. I don't know. Everybody's a little different too, but I go back and modify them on my um, computer later on, adjust them if I need to, kind of deal. If anybody is a creator in here, throw up a one. If you're trying to get subscribers, if you're under 5,000, you're still looking for subscribers. Okay, now how much to list it for? No auctions. I don't really like auctions. You can really screw yourself. If I do an auction, I do from Thursday to Sunday. Then we get 10 days. You get 2 weekends of looks. I think that's the best way to, get your full money's worth out of it. What should I put it for? 920. Let's go 29.95. And what does everybody else do when you put up listings? Buy it now. Does anybody put up 29? I always put 95. That was the year I graduated. But it's amazing how many times there was one time where I put all my listings went from because I had everything at straight numbers 40, 50. So I went and put everything at 39.95, 49.95, everything 5 cents down, and I sold one thing like within minutes. And I'd had it sitting in there for months. So it made me think. I don't know if it's just because I revised it, but I didn't do sell similar. But so I was just wondering, does everybody else do that? Or oop, get a phone call. Um, I was just wondering what everybody else kind of does. Buy it now. And I was wondering too, does anybody else, when they do buy it now, do they do best offer? Or, hey, Mama, thanks for joining for a minute. I won't be on long. I know you're probably going to go live here a little bit later. Are you going on live with Nate and Anthony, or are you just going live by yourself? Mama, do you do best offers, or do you do buy it now only? Just wondering. You do best offer, yeah. I set my best ever still pretty high though, because I get annoyed how you know because most stuff we're selling, there's not a lot of wiggle room. Once you try to go back and forth, then you're fighting over $2. So some things I stopped doing best offers on, but some people feel like they've won over on you over something they know they haven't either. So I like to make people feel like they've won too in a way. I might be able to go live later. join in on you. I really need to put up some stuff. I'm way behind. I've been doing too much YouTube playing. One listing down. $30 up. Thanks for doing that, Mama. I know you understand. Once you start creating, you realize that you can get the subscribers. You work hard at it, and you're nice. And when you're nice and you're genuine, it's not that hard. Getting the watch hours is the grind. But then you find out you like doing lives, and I'm gonna really enjoy doing lives with other people eventually. I just don't really know how to do it. I haven't tried. So, and me and Resale King are doing one next Wednesday. We're going to do one about flea markets, try to help people so they can direct their questions about that. Because there's a lot of people that do what we do that don't understand flea markets. And well, we both have the opportunity. I don't think there's a lot of them out there where you have flea market booths inside. Most people they have like, well, we they call them flea markets, but we call them swap meets, where they just have a place to squat for Friday and Saturday, and they pay a one-time thing in for the day kind of deal. But I don't want to drag my stuff back. It's like dragging your garage sale to somewhere else. I'm not doing that, not with eBay and all that. Yeah, I understand, Mama. That's like Tommy Bernard was like, he's like one. He goes like, I had all the watch hours in the first 2 months of YouTube. It's funny how some people only do creating, and then some people only do lives. And I found out real quick, oh, I need to do both real quick. You need to have that grow together too. But now I know. That's not like people aren't really telling anybody that. They're not really. They'll just tell you how to create and this and that, but they're not telling you you probably need to get some lives in there. I guess everybody's trying to protect a little bit what they got and what they've worked for, in a way. But most people quit everything anyway. I felt pretty honored that Pittsburgh put me on, had the interview with me, which is I don't know how everybody thinks, but boy, it was one of those days where it was like, whoa, because that morning I had told myself, I'm like, I have to do lives the more I studied it. And then Anthony sent me a private message. Hey man, you want to do a live and interview? I'm like, yeah. It's like, since I decided it, that's when it, like, the universe is, all right, here you go. Now that you decided it, be careful what you wish for. Here it comes. It's funny. Yeah. You should only do what is good for you. I agree. You're so great live. I don't remember how many creating videos you've done, but I don't think it's super necessary at first. But if you're trying to make money on YouTube, once you hit the monetization, you don't make any money on lives. So you'll have to do some creating. But if you want to make money, and you can still make money on super chats, but super chats, they take 30% of them before taxes. So, I mean, you get some, but it's just going to give you a little bit for your time. I mean, but I think we all do this. Not really going to be for the money. It's just, it's nice to have a community. And like I was telling my buddy, the community is that we give to each other because we feel like we can actually see it getting it back. And so we don't mind giving. It's easy to give, because it's no question that we get the love back. So it doesn't even feel like doing it. And anyway, um, and I think that's why we all notice that's a loss of like how we are anymore. So I was I was telling, I don't think you were here, Mama, but I'm putting up a Joe Montana autograph today. Didn't really want to do it, but sometimes you just, what do I really need this for? I can get rid of this, get $200, just do it. Thanks for giving me some hours. Well, I'm gonna try for $200. I haven't comped it. It's kind of there's some things I kind of want what I want. I mean, I think all of us know too that eBay water is down some things because a lot of people that don't like Joe Montana, so let's sell the card and they make the price go down just because they don't want it. I hold it till I get what I want out of it too. Sometimes, since I don't have to sell it and I don't really want to, so that's what's nice about eBay. You can throw it up for free and let it sit there, and you don't have to. I mean, there's so many good things about eBay. Everybody kind of trashes it, and I get it. It could be a lot better, and that's for damn sure. But you know, compared to like Amazon, you can't lot things. You can't get your money right away. You can't even to list it. If you do FBA, it takes a while to get that listing up. So you're waiting for it to get there. Then it takes 2 weeks to after it sells to get to you. And then with their easy way of returning, I bet you have a lot more return just because it's easier to do it. It seems like, so eBay in a way, I mean, what else is better? I mean, Mercari, I guess some people say it works good, but I also hear a lot of people say Mercari is iffy at best. Oh, I'm sure, Mama. Yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about subs. I want good subs. I want people, and not like they need to be good. I don't want them to. I don't want someone just to subscribe to me just to subscribe. Like I like to go to like the Pusa Studios, and that's where people go to get subscribers. But I go there because I like to see they talk about the channel and what to do best because you like we don't have we're almost all about content more than trying to outdo each other. But like in the gaming community, you're trying to outdo each other, and so they're showing you what they do, and it makes you realize there's so much more you can do. I can do with my channel. So I've learned a lot about my channel just by watching how they're trying to explain what to do better for, and like how to, I never thought to share my. I shared my thing, my live right now on Facebook, just because there might be some people I've got 1,000 friends probably on Facebook that might want to jump in, and they do sometimes. And you know, yeah, YouTube's loyal. Yeah, no kidding. I've already had two people sending me stuff that I mean, and I think it's the same way. I've done the same thing where it's like I have something. I know they know more about it. They can either sell it or keep it one way or the other. They'll get, they'll be able to do it easier than me. It's almost better if I can just send it to them. Hey, Resale King. I don't know how to send out the link to get anybody to join me. How do you do that? I really don't know. Participants. That's something I need to learn how to do, actually. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard. Well, no, I'm on YouTube Studio, I think. Guess I don't really know how to get there. I'm not real tech savvy. What are you doing? You got to work a little later on. You just doing some listing and stuff. I was sitting there listing some eBay stuff, doing some autographs. I need to list this Saquon Barkley. It's got a piece of the hat he's wearing, some Santa hat, but it's only one of 10. Yeah, 9 of 10 rookie card. It's one of those real thick cards. I'm gonna figure out I listed it like $80, see what I get in the offers. If not, I'll start lowering it. And I have another one of 25 rookie card of Saquon Barkley. A lot of Giants fans in this world, so he's good. Too bad they don't have a better team, but they have a lot of potential, so people are hot on him. Okay, that's probably why I just don't know. I don't know how to. I don't think I have StreamYard in my. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the little meetup we have. If you have any things we should probably go over, have a couple things like a couple ideas of what to go over. And hey, Lobster, I know most of that chit chats end up going to whatever the chat's going with. So it'll be good for us to pick up some good subscribers from each other's channels that don't know about each other. Thanks for giving me some watch hours. I only need like I don't know, 3,600 more. Not that that's some huge goal, but since it's one of those things, like you put the time in, you realize if you can make some money back on the time you've put in, I really did it, just looked fun. And I did too, because I realized, like, I watched Garage Flips selling so many of his items from eBay. I'm like, well, it's a good way to market my store, unless someone hates me and buys stuff and sends it back all the time, I guess. It's the only thing I could think of that would piss me off, I guess. And then watching them garage sale, I was like, ooh, garage sale, huh? Got addicted to that fast. And they showed the yard sale treasure map. I'm like, oh, game changer. Anybody list anything today? I better comp this Joe Montana autograph before I just throw it up. Hi, Larry. Appreciate it. I was watching you earlier. We'll have to, everybody in here, I'll have to do some live chats with everybody. I'd love to interview people and get people on here, find out more about everybody. And everybody's got something to give, no matter, not even the reseller. And it's like Harry Humstone is a collector, and he's made me understand a lot more about, because I'm a collector too, what some people are looking for. Plus, he's realizing stuff that he's been passing up for years that he could have sold. And he's like, so he's learned a lot from us, the resellers. And he already sold on eBay, but just kind of part time. So it's amazing what you can pick up from each other. Filter sold. Joe Montana autograph, $726. That'll work. Here's one that ended 111. It's a little bit better than mine. 28 bids. I want more than that. 175 for not as good. Looks like some are going 240, 200. Not what I figured. Ooh, 270. There's a lot of Joe Montana selling right now. I'm going to put this up high just to see what kind of bites I get. That's one thing good about sports cards. You don't have to worry about storing it. And I got a couple safes. Good to go. 2 different places. Heck yeah. It's good to know. I didn't really want to sell it, but hey. We got 8 people in here. All right. We get some non-8 to 5ers. Captain Jack. Appreciate you. Where do you live again, Captain Jack? Is that Australia? How's the fires? Is it true? I've heard there's gotten a lot more rain and they've got a lot more under control. Is that true? Hey, Noni May. First time in the chat. Appreciate you. Hey, Joe. Philly Picker. Philly Picker does a lot of reselling too. Sells a lot on eBay. Do you just sell eBay, Philly Picker? Do you sell on Amazon too? Or I can't remember on that. I know you sell eBay. Play some music for us. Yeah, yeah, it's in the other room. I could, I guess. Just eBay. Yeah. How many listings you got up? Do you have an anchor store? Or do you have a couple stores to kind of go away from the anchor? It gets pretty expensive. I've heard. I just have a starter store right now. I have another store too. And it's not just it's just a free one. The NK store. I got zeroed on putting Velcro up like an idiot. Told myself a million times never put Velcro in the description, and I did it anyway. I don't know. Captain Jack's crap. No, good place to relearn on eBay. Yeah, I was just watching people, but it's so much easier than it used to be. I mean, it was so hard to do back in the day. You'll find it fascinating how easy it is. I mean, um, like if you have the app, you take they have a you go to here, you go to the app, you go to the the magnifying glass to look up something, boom. Then you go to the camera over there to the far right, camera. Then you could take a picture of whatever it is, and then it'll link it up to the listings. And then once it goes up to the listings, you find the one you like that looks the best, how you would word it, go down and push sell similar. When you push sell similar, it'll throw up the listings, all this stuff will be filled in for you. And then I'll ask if you want to keep the photos. And of course, you get rid of the photos and then put your own photos in. But make sure to still read over the listing, make sure it's good. And if you want, you can put in select a barcode and hit the barcode, and it'll bring up the listings too. And if you have it in your gallery, you take a picture of something, and then you go to the laundromat, you can throw up that picture into it, and then it'll still find the listing for you. So it's so much easier to list on eBay than it used to be. So it's not real tough, and a lot of the resellers in here show you how to a lot of times too. And it's there's more options when you list off your desktop, but I like how you can link in the sell similar with the pictures you got right here. So it just kind of depends on how what kind of seller you are, I guess, or what you're selling to, I guess. One store around 240, 250. Cool. Fees have gotten ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, I put my shipping at $4 for my sports cards. It usually costs me 286. So my material, I'm making like $1. They're almost paying for my eBay fee anyway. So if anything, it's a PayPal, but it's also nice to have my money the next day. Amazon, you have to wait 2 weeks. So there's benefits. I mean, it just depends on how you look at it. And I don't know. Flea market, I have to wait a month, sometimes a month and a week to get my money. Um, but there's no returns, so there's benefits and bad things about each one. Etsy would be interesting to do. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, and everybody talks about how bad it is, and I've even done the same things that people complain about. I want something, this and that. The next day, I'm like, I don't want it. And so I think we change our mind a lot, and we realize that's what I do with Facebook Marketplace is I take a picture of my stuff in my flea market booth, and then put it on Facebook Marketplace for the price. And then when they ask about it, I send them to the flea market booth because I'm already paying for all that. And so I'm just advertising through Facebook, and it works good. I've gotten a lot of hits off that, and I've had people buy stuff that they went there. So, and who knows what else they may have bought that I don't know. Philly Picker, what do you put up in your listings? Like, I mean, what do you mainly like to sell? Everybody sells, most of us sell everything, but like, what is it the thing that you like the most? Sparta, Michigan. All right, man. It's cold. It's cold here in southern Missouri. It's icing, so I can't imagine Michigan. But I kind of like it. I miss North Missouri because we had snow up there. I don't get snow. I just get ice and sleet and a little bit of snow here and there. And That if it's cold, I'd rather just snow. It's almost warmer when it snows than it is when it's cold and doesn't have snow. I think you all understand that. Joe Montana autograph. Hi, your best you. Appreciate all the advice today on Linktree. I got that kind of set up. I'm gonna go back in there and really nail it in. I'm all registered. Really appreciate the advice. I'll have you jump in on a live sometime too when I get a little better at it. Everybody join each other. Your best you creates. She's gonna be creating more. She's a little bit not doing it as much right now, but she's gonna be creating more coming up soon. So you're in Phelps County, Missouri. Right on. Show me state. St. James up by St. Louis, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they always get it worse than we do. They get the ice and then the snow hits them both. Screw St. Louis. And it's so, gosh, right there on the river with all that humidity. Oof. I remember the old Busch Stadium. Oh my, it was a bowl. It was so hot. And then they had the artificial turf too. It was, people were always like, oh, I miss old Busch. I'm like, I don't. That's awful. The new Busch is just gorgeous. I miss the old players from the old Busch. They were awesome, but not the old Busch. I agree. You best you. Candace, right? Is that right? Your best you. Not the best with name. There's a lot of names coming through. Yeah, bipolar weather state. Yeah, Friday we had we had hail that was probably big marble size. Actually, it was almost golf. Yeah, it was big marble, and it rained 4.5 inches here on Friday. The next day, I mean, most states are getting the same kind of thing, but it was really strange because it was 4.5 inches of rain. The next day, we had ice, and it was about, I don't know, quarter, no, eighth inch thick, and then we had sleet and snow, probably an inch and a half, and it was 22 degrees, and it was 65 the day before, and we had tornado warnings on Friday too because there were so many storms. So it's pretty crazy. But like, South Carolina, a lot of places are getting the same thing. But Missouri's a pretty nuts state. Yeah, Candace. Okay, cool. Everybody subscribe to each other if you can. Drop a one if you're looking for subscribers. And like us, like Candace was saying, not only do we like to see the other resellers, different ideas. Some people only sell on Poshmark. It's good to know that people that only sell on Poshmark because they're experts at it. But people are creating, so you can always get an idea of how to create better videos, do better at lives, either way. So it's all just a big game of learning, in my opinion. I'm obsessed with learning. I don't know what I'm going to do this summer when I go straight to mowing, not be able to jump on YouTube. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be a hard transition this year. What's your favorite flip you've ever had? Ooh, well, uh, good question. I guess favorite flip right now would be mainly because of it going from being a free item to $59. I sold yeah, Resale King. Definitely grab him up. He's growing really fast. He's got good info. Um, and he's young and he's like me. He's super intense. He's not going to stop. Um, I do lawn mowing, so I work for a real estate agent, and he has like 15 houses right now, and he rents them out or he'll fix them up to sell. It just depends on what he's got and where it's at. And he's cleaning out this one house, and they were just throwing stuff out in the back. There was this 1979 Magnavox, one of those small but it was one of those first color TVs that was portable. You could take downstairs in the basement. There wasn't one of those big boxes with the felt on. It was one of those first kind of concepts. It has like wood grain around it and the rabbit ears, but it was still in good shape. You can tell them someone kind of kept it because they may have kept it because they liked it for an antique almost, and it's still plugged in and worked. But the back where the connection was for the antennas and stuff was rusty, so I don't know how great it was. But I put it in my antique booth, so I figured someone might like it. Bring back an old memory when they had one, and sold it for $59. It was something that was free. And I remember when I asked him, I go, "Can I take that?" And he's like, "Yeah, you could take that washer and dryer too." And so I took that, and $59 paid for half my rent that month, and my booth, and you just get a good eye at it after a while. And I guess my biggest sale was a 330, I think 300, no, $371 autograph Mahomes card that I bought last like November, and I sold it for $1,000 right before the season started this year. So that's probably my biggest money wise. Yeah, it can be free. It's amazing too what people are kind of would rather give to you than goodwill. Some people are just giving goodwill because they don't know where else to give it. Honestly, if they knew that they were just like paying for scholarships that you never even hear about, it's just scholarships. I don't even know what they're. I don't know. Whatever. It's genius marketing. Goodwill makes you think that. I don't know. Yeah, Brandon's great. Yeah, go Chiefs. I love my Chiefs. I'm listing Dante Hall autograph today. He had one of the best returns of all time. That's another reason why this is worth something. And then a Joe Montana autograph when he was wearing a Chiefs jersey. And so since they're both doing really good right now, it's a good time to put it up. I mean, that's one thing that's what you learn with baseball cards and football cards. Buy them, set on them, wait for the right time, and then boom. And unfortunately, hey, Rev Resale, I didn't check out your premiere today. I'm gonna check that out. I wanted to see the hat sale. Check out Rev Resale, doing the Lord's work. I'm sorry, I'm missing some things in here. I'm not the best at the chat yet. I used to have a landscaping business. These hands have pushed many of mowers. Yeah, I got one of those big mowers. You stand on top of it now. It's so comfortable. It's so easy. It's so much better than sitting down. Sitting down blow your back out, and it's like riding a motorcycle all day. So it's fun. And I'm a musician guy. Most people know. So I'm singing all day long, listening to a book or YouTube or podcasts. So I love that. And now I can go Goodwill shopping, garage sale shopping in between. So I find it kind of, and I like exercise. So, it just fits me. Me and my dad did it when I was a kid too. So you know how that goes. What's something me and dad bonded about? It's what it is. It's fun starting your own business, but man, it's hard. You start appreciating your bosses, what they had to do for you. They're creating all the work for you. You're just stepping in to do the work, and we bitched about it. Now we have to create the work and then still do the work. Nice flip, Captain Jack. The first hat sale ever. Yeah, cool. Yeah, everybody should join up Rev Resale. He's got some content. I don't know how much you're putting out, but you're enough. I don't think we need to put out a lot. We just need to keep ours at we like Harry Tornado said, we need to keep it to 3 minutes or less, because what we need is we want the creators to kind of the bigger YouTube creators to kind of notice us in a way because they're going to give us the best feedback of what we need to do better. It's not to get subs and this and that. So they're not going to watch you if you're trying to explain who you are, explaining who you are in live. Don't explain who you are in creating videos. Do just like a song on the radio. Do 3 minutes. I say 3 minutes, 3 minutes 50 seconds, no more than that. Otherwise, everybody's just going to leave your videos, and they might even not. They turn the bell off, So that's what I would say on that. Maybe I'm wrong. 3D's in here. Hey, what up? Everybody subscribe to 3D Dumpster Diver Dad. He's got some good stuff coming up. Green Bay all the way. Hey, they're a good team. I tell you what, when you have a quarterback that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, you always got a chance. You're always in the game. But Niners offense is pretty dynamic, but their defense isn't. Their defense isn't that good. So, in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers, you're going to have to make someone make a mistake on Green Bay, or Green Bay is probably going to win that game. Maybe I'm wrong. And the Chiefs Tennessee game is just going to be a tough beat each other up to the end. Beat. It's going to be tight. There's no blowing out in that game. Whatever, even what Chiefs fans think. When you play early in the year and there's a tight game, even though Mahomes got hurt in that game, whatever, it doesn't matter. Our backup did well. Thanks, Noni May. Appreciate you for joining for a minute. Reso King still bitch about. I guess I don't know what it was. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember what I said. Maybe lawn business. People can show up. Not everyone. Oh yeah, I don't. I work for myself. I don't hire anybody. It's I couldn't handle. I no. It's like Resale King. He knows. He's like me, and no one's going to give you the work that you give yourself. You already know that you're just going to be mad about it. So no one has our work ethic. That's why they're not doing what we're doing. And so you're just asking for it. You just get to get for like a lawn business. For me, I just narrow my um, group of people down to closer and closer, so I don't have to drive very far. Try to work with the real estate agent so he's got stuff close together and get better and better clients, not more and more and more. And so, you know, I'd be better to just sell my company and sell my name, lawn in order. It would sell, and then just start a new business and just, you know, I don't know. It'd make more. I'd make more money doing that than I would trying to scale up lawn business because I make more money power washing anyway. But I like mowing; it's fun, it's easy for me. I love the sun. Yeah, exactly. About the old boss. When you get out of there real quick, you realize what they're doing. Your old boss is creating your work on their off time. Almost sometimes. And I don't mind doing it. So whatever. I just know everybody else is gonna whine and not do it and not work. Fine by me. Yeah, I understand resoaking. I wish I could. Do consignment on. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And most of the time, I like for lawn business, I'm gonna have to go back and look over what they're doing anyway. And I might as well just done the work. So I don't, and they don't care. And then somehow, some way, they're gonna get mad at you. I had a friend work for me once. I had one person work for me once. And he just got worse and worse. And I realized he somehow thought that I was screwing him, and he just started like sabotaging me by doing really bad. He owes me money still, and we're not friends anymore. Pretty awesome too. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, they always tell you not to do that, but he needed help. I'm like, oh well, try to be the nice guy. No, it doesn't work. You're just trying to get yourself screwed. Yeah, Josie, she helps you. Yeah, I've seen her help. It's kind of like I don't know what you do. I've seen you just you just say like $1 for all records or whatever at your flea market. But this is nice and handy to have. This Dymo you can get at Walmart, 1788, and it has my SKU in there. And like you can have the dollar sign and my 0.95 that I put, and then I just change the first two numbers, change the title, and so I can rip out a bunch of them. And then if I'm doing like Pokemon cards, I can have Pokemon in there, and I just change another little part of the title and just pop, 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 and have them out. And these are only $5 for 2 of these, and they last quite a while, honestly. So that's kind of handy to have for the flea market where it looks good. You have those, yeah. It's nice for $18. That's a good product too. It works fantastic, and yeah, yeah. It'd be kind of cool to have someone that wanted to uh, found reselling at least interesting to join in with you. To uh, just at least it would listen to you. Honestly, they don't have to even do any work. They could actually just handle the listening of what I want to say. That's why the community is so great. We can actually, yeah, I think I did see she was trying to sell stuff, which is awesome. Um, yeah, it's good to know because who knows what's coming in a year? Who knows if Facebook Facebook doesn't buy up eBay and it becomes so huge? Good thing we're in, and like YouTube. I was telling someone this other day. Netflix, they lost all the Disney stuff and Marvel. They recently lost Friends or something. I'm sure there's probably other things that'll happen. They're gonna have to spend more money to get more stuff to come in, and then they're gonna have to raise prices. YouTube's probably gonna get a little bit. It's probably gonna get more and more popular. If I wouldn't be surprised. And then, so it's good to know it now because who knows if it might be 2,000 subscribers. It may be 10,000 watch hours in a year or two. So it's nice to do it now because you never know how much harder it's going to be. And the more people that join, the harder it's going to be. They're not going to make it easier on YouTube. They're going to start trying to weed away some of the people. You know what I mean? I keep saying, you know what I mean? That's stupid. But Cincinnati Picker, some of these guys, I bet their first 10,000, I bet it was so hard because there wasn't that many people wanting to watch reselling. But getting 10,000 now is probably 100 times easier than it was for them. And so it's going to be that way for us. So it's good to get in on the beginning curve too. And so I think it's if you're out there thinking about doing YouTube or selling on eBay, I really think it's just jump in there, um, especially like eBay, you get free listings. You can have a free store. Yeah, they charge 10%, but you can always. If you're buying stuff for more than, if you're not getting a pretty good markup, you're not sourcing right. And most people can sell their own house. Most people have so much crap in their house they can get rid of. Then so, you know, what's 10% of free in a way if it's something that was just going to be sitting there? That's just kind of my philosophy. I don't know. Everybody else wants to get beat down or something. Yeah, once you get monetized, you want 10 minutes of video. But until then, you don't want more than 3 to 5. People will tune you out and stop watching, and they might unsubscribe because they don't want that much. They don't want to know about you at the very beginning unless you do some lives. And maybe different communities and this and that, but yeah, once you do get monetized, you got to do 10 minutes because they want to advertise on you twice in the middle. Um, so yeah, you're right. Absolutely. It's good to know that stuff. The reason I want to get monetized, honestly, is like I told someone today, um, just to have Amazon links, because once you're in the the link system, what do you call it, the um, AdSense or whatever. Um, if someone goes to buy these box lights on Amazon through my link, but they don't buy them, they buy anything on Amazon. I believe it's 48 hours. It's at least 24. Anything they buy, I get, I don't know, 1 to 6% of the final fee goes back to me like a finder's fee. And that's about as good a passive income I've ever heard of. So, it's not going to be a lot, obviously. But if people are already on Amazon, your friends know that they're going to be giving you free money to spend money on you. Why wouldn't, So I think it's no brainer. So, I mean, I don't know. You won't make much money on lives, but I like lives. I'm probably gonna end up liking lives just as much as I will creating. So you don't make any money on lives because they can't advertise on you, obviously. So, but people can uh, also super chat you, give you some money. But YouTube keeps 30% of all the stuff coming in. So I hear you, Captain Jack. We're all trying to figure out where our hustles better works because we're all a bunch of hustlers. If we're working 8 to 5s, we're thinking about ways to get out of it. I remember when I quit my, I was a bartender. I was a server for 5 years. Yeah, I'm a golfer. Absolutely. I love golfing. Um, I was a bartender for years, and I smoked cigarettes for 10 years. How long was it? 15 years I smoked cigarettes. And they decided to make it where employees couldn't even smoke on the premises. We couldn't smoke in our cars. And I was so mad. I just thought, that's, you're taking away my rights. How could you? How dare you? So I wanted to start my lawn business, and that got me to start. And I quit smoking cigarettes before I even started the business. So it didn't even matter. It's just funny what we do to make ourselves want to quit or start something. Sometimes you got to get pissed off to do it. Jeff Beeman, what do you specialize in creating? I can't remember how I found you. I think you've I think I've seen you once before somewhere. Are you a golfer? Joe Montana autograph. 9 of 50. Too bad it wasn't 19. That's another thing people need to know. If you have like an autograph and the number in the back says like 9 of 50, only made 50 cards, and this is the ninth one made. If it would have been number 19, which is his number, it makes it worth more money. So that's a bolo. If it's 19 out of 50, it would be worth about 25% more. I don't know why. People will just pay more money for it. It makes it, they call it a eBay 101. But also, so it makes it 10% more is if it's the 1 of 50 or the 50 of 50. So it's just something to know when you do have an autograph card, and that goes with baseball or football cards. A little bolo. My dog Bo is not very happy. He can't. We can't go outside. We can't drive around. It's icing outside, and he's snorting, mad, and sleeping. It's funny. He's pouting. We ran a couple days ago, and I know he wants to go running. I do too. Running makes me think straight. I don't know about anybody else. Exercise does. KC Chiefs. Panini. Anybody is a creator in here for YouTube, please throw up a 1 so everybody else can subscribe to you, so they know who's creating. And if you're in my chat, if you like anything of mine, most people that are creating something similar to me or know more than me. So join up if you could. I appreciate it. If anybody has any questions, please ask. Yeah, most people don't watch live streams. That's rewatch. There's one that's ended, and that's why they don't make any money on them, because most people don't. Because the beauty of a live stream is to be able to chat, and it's weird to watch if you're not in the chat. It really is. I've tried, and yeah, I totally agree. Captain Jack, Philly Picker. I was out in Kansas City a few years ago for Eagles Chiefs game. Had a good time. Yeah, yeah. Um, I always kind of like the Eagles back in the day when they had that awesome defense. Who was it? Red was it Reggie White and a couple of good linebackers too. I was a big fan back like early '90s. Um, but yeah, I that's cool. Yeah, it's a cool stadium. It's fun. The tailgating is blast. I mean, shoot, if you don't get to the Chiefs game 2 or 3 hours beforehand, you missed out. That's half the party. Uh, and everybody's Chiefs fans are nice in the parking lot. But after the drinking, you get in there, not so nice. I was kind of, I felt bad about being a Chiefs fan when I went to a Chiefs game because I was embarrassed. Yeah, great barbecue, honestly. It really is. For being a wet rub, I'm a more of a dry rub guy, but I'm more of the Texas style, Austin. But for wet barbecue, I like it better than St. Louis style and stuff. If anybody has a question about flea markets, my eBay or antique malls, just throw it up in the chat. I'm just listing a few things. I kind of want to list $100. I cheated and listed a Joe Montana autograph to blow that out of the water, I guess. I already got a Dante Hall listed up. If you're a Chiefs fan, you know who he is. He had one of the best returns of all time. He was like Mighty Mouse. Pew, 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 pew. Chiefs Panini. Hall of Fame is another thing that's good to put up in the listing of a sports card if they are, because some people will search only for Hall of Fame. It's just another thing for people to know if you're selling it, and they are Hall of Fame. Chiefs Hall of Fame, 49ers, but both teams, even though it is a Chiefs card, a 49er fan might want a Chiefs card. I always put near mint to mint just so I don't get any confusion on, because it's never going to be perfect. If it's perfect, I'd grade it. And so you kind of protect yourself that way. And most people kind of know that they're buying them. They buy it because they want the autograph. They don't really want it to necessarily grade. Sometimes they do. I'm stuck in the house today, so you're stuck with me, it looks like. Upload pictures. Yeah, I'd like to go up to Philly sometime. I've been to the bottom part of the state just to go to Maryland. I've never been up in the. I've been at the top too to go through it when I went to as a kid. So I've never really enjoyed Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. I mean, Pennsylvania. I'd like to. That's one thing I love about South Missouri and Northern Arkansas. We have so many rivers around here. It's just kind of cool. I love rivers and stuff anyway. Just the topography, the way it moves around mountains and stuff. Class of 2000. Title is done. No UPC code. Thanks for anybody joining me. I appreciate it. I know I don't have much. I'll be doing some live soon with other resellers so we can have some little better conversations than watching my bald head here. I'll be going live for sure Saturday afternoon. I got a lot, I got a lot of hits on Saturday afternoon because people are kind of sitting around, and not doing anything. And then Sunday, I'll probably go live during the Chiefs game. Um, Last time I went, it was 20. We were down 24-0. I decided to go live because I couldn't stand watching anymore. Once I went live, I think everybody knows that story. Autographs, most of them anymore, they'll have like one or two autographs in each box of 30 packs or less. It just kind of depends. But they all have a different classification, and that's why each one's worth a little bit different. But it's all kind of evened out. For me, like I said, I do team breaks, and that's something I've talked about in my channels. So someone will have like a whole case. So they'll have 10 boxes of one brand. And what they'll do is they'll sell in an auction all the Chiefs cards from all 10 boxes, and they'll open them live on YouTube, or he does it on Facebook Live. And then I get all the Chiefs cards. And so, like this one, I got in a team break, the Chiefs, and it was a Joe Montana autograph when he played for the Chiefs. So I think that one I paid $59 for that break. And I've already sold a couple that I've already made my money back over. And so this was actually just basically free now in a weird way. So that's why watch my channel on how to do card breaks if you're interested in that. And you can find auctions on eBay. You just type in like Philly Picker. You can type in Eagles card breaks, and it'll throw up and put auction ending soonest, and you'll see a bunch of auctions going for just Eagles, and he can bid $3 and get all the Eagles. And since he's in Philly, he might be able to, if he has something close, he can sell them for a lot more money than someone like me here. That's why I buy Chiefs. Something I do. Thanks, Captain Jack. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the support. I know it's nothing. I know I have not much to talk about, but yeah, I got that channel too. Sell. Agreed. I always put too, I don't know if anybody, I said it earlier, but on my eBay descriptions, I always put my YouTube channel just in case. Might grab a new YouTuber. I mean, a lot of people are flipping cards. The people that buy cards are usually flipping just cards. And so some of them might find it interesting because they're already kind of doing it. They just don't realize they're only doing cards. Kind of coin people only do coins. And they just don't realize, they're making it hard on themselves looking just for one thing. But I like to know their information because they got some great information. They're telling you what they want, they're looking for, basically. And they won't, coin people all want to trade. They're looking just to get more of the stuff they want, and they have stuff they know is worth money, but they don't really want it necessarily. So it makes sense. Now we're not paying fees and stuff. That's why a lot of people, I want to try to I'm trying to really bump up my Instagram. I really want to do it. So I'm really, really glad that Candace told me how to do it and help me with the link tree so I can kind of extenuate it, because there's a lot of resellers that just sell on Instagram. They don't even sell on eBay anymore. So that way, just people PayPal them if you trust them, friends and family, no fee. Then you just ship it to them. I mean, I know I'm eventually. I'm going to throw up some auctions eventually. I'm going to auction cards and stuff. Like me, I have a bunch of Philadelphia Philly stuff, Eagles and Philly stuff I don't want. I bet I can auction them up and put them in big lots for resellers. Like there's a bunch of Pittsburgh guys that would buy them. I'm getting crap for them here. No one wants them, just like no one wants Chiefs cards out there unless it's Patrick Mahomes, just because they know it's worth money. What do I list it for? I'm gonna go 249. Let's see what. One thing I don't like about listing on the phone is sometimes when you push the number, it won't. If you're not paying attention, it won't put that first number in. So it could be $49 instead of $249 if you're not careful. Make sure you really check over your stuff. I do a lot of sell similar, but make sure when you sell similar that the stuff's really right. Take offers for $199. I don't have to sell it, so let's see what get any hits here. I put the shipping a little higher on these. And if anybody says anything, I just tell them I put out a little extra insurance on them because I will. $1 for an extra 100, and this will sell for probably 150 to 200. And then I can just add so I put $6 instead of $4, and it only cost me like $4.50. Just so that's just what I do. Most people, that's the thing too, is like everybody like treats shipping universal on eBay when you're a seller, but with football cards and stuff, almost when you're spending like 150 to $300 on a card, if it's under $10, you don't really care about shipping, So everybody makes too much of a deal about it, in my opinion, about like it's such a problem or it should all be free shipping. And I mean, I know there's benefits on eBay. They'll give you a better, um, the top rated seller and all that stuff. But I mean, you don't have to have the taxed on the shipping too and all that. But yeah, I think it's more hassle trying to. I guess if you're selling one thing and you're doing free shipping, you can probably handle it. But if you're selling lots of different things, you can really screw yourself if you don't if you don't comp at the right price. I like to give myself some leeway. All right, listed 275. Harry Humstone, what are you doing off? Good to see you. You're going live tonight. That's why I actually that's why I went live today. I don't want to miss your show. I know that sounds stupid. Everybody subscribe to Harry Humstone. He's got a collector's eye for years. Oh, heard. I'm just listing some stuff. I just listing the autograph of Joe Montana. It's a Chiefs one, and an autograph of another Chiefs player. Just because and they're in the playoffs right now. They're hot. People are looking for that kind of stuff. So I know I start digging out when teams are doing hot, dig out that stuff because you're basically selling it for 20% more. You'll get 20% more out of it. I didn't really have much to say. I just kind of thought Harry Tornado was going to have a live giveaway, and his internet wasn't working or something, so he didn't have one. So I just said, "Man, it's a good time to jump in," and I didn't want to mess on a couple of pickers or you tonight. Yeah, you're a Baltimore fan, I think, right? They have a good young team. Lamar Jackson's going to be good for a long time. He doesn't even have really a lot of options. He doesn't. If Lamar Jackson had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and some of these guys, and the line that we had, he would have thrown up insane numbers. Oh, the Eagles. Okay, yeah, Eagles are always perennial. I mean, they have a good enough owner where they're always keeping themselves in the playoffs. Well, Beeman, make sure you subscribe to Harry Humstone. He's better than all of us in here, honestly. Hey, and to flip it, appreciate you joining. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate your family for a second. That means a lot, honestly. You know how it goes. A little view, little thumbs up means a lot. Get you as a moderator. I don't know why I don't have you moderated. What are you doing tonight, Harry? You got some vines, didn't you? I don't want to ask you to give away your surprise, but Jeff Beeman, what do you do? I apologize. I can't remember how I found you. Carson Wentz, he's pretty good. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I heard you saying something about doing some hiking in upper New York State or something like that. I'll look forward to seeing that, Harry. I like the hike, the bike ride, or whatever you did with out there in Delaware. It's a good idea because I go kayaking in northern Arkansas. It's so beautiful. The cliffs, it's just the water's pure. There's no dammed up anything, so it's all straight water. And so you can only do it whenever it's running fast, but it runs fast. But it'd be really cool to have a GoPro and show that. And it's just beautiful. Northern Arkansas is just gorgeous. Defensive coordinator, that's the biggest problem, or cornerbacks. Stay. Hmm. Yeah, I don't watch enough Philadelphia to know what they're going through right now. But I'm glad you guys have something to talk about. Yeah, all of us that are over 35, all we need is walking, and hiking's intense. And so we don't need. I love to run. We don't need to do that, but I just like it. But really, just we all need to eat better. We all know that, but one of the beauties of living is eating. So you just gotta find that balance of not taking 10 bites of ice cream, just two. It's just hard to do. Coin and metal poor guys are awesome. Yeah. Um, I will. I'll come back in and find that. I have some coin people that follow me because they're hairy, and then they saw me talking about locker nuts one day, and I got some coins so cheap, and they're like, "Where did you find that? Tell me that channel." So it's amazing what we can find. Because they're buying storage units, they don't really know what they got. They kind of do, but they don't really know. So you can find some good deals, and they feel like they're still getting their money's back. And otherwise, like they'd be selling it at a flea market booth for probably less money, and they probably would have got screwed. So yeah, Lobster found me, I think, from Harry. I'm glad I'm connecting people that didn't know each other. Oh, cool. I see what you said, Beeman. Mostly on eBay, marketing online for resellers. Well, we all need that info. You found a good place to come to. Come back and join me anytime if you're kicking off. Oh, cool. Someone sent you something. I have two people sending me stuff. They're basically demanding I take it. That's funny, because they know they have something that I would know more about. I know how to sell it, so it's almost just kind of getting it out of their way, giving it to someone. It goes. We know something's worth something, but we don't know how to comp it, what it's worth. So we almost don't want to put the extra work in to do it, and so it's almost better to send it. That's super sweet. I agree, lobster. Yeah, yeah. When you sub to people, look at their, go back and watch one of their videos, comment, say why you came by and looked, because we're all looking ways to create, and then subscribe, put the bell on. If it's not something you like right now, take the bell off and watch later. We're all trying to get better. I hear you, Beeman. Make sure I'm sub to you. Hmm. I'll have to come back in and sub to you. I don't know if I don't think I can sub to you right here. Huh. If there's any questions anybody has, just fire away. I won't go much longer, probably another 15, 20 minutes. I'm just trying to make an excuse to make myself do some listening here. Otherwise, I'll be playing guitar, playing my mandolin. Even though it's learning and getting better, it's still playing. I'm lotting together Pokemon cards, packs, selling like 3 packs. What do I have them listed for? $13.95. Selling my eBay booth. I remember my flea market booth. $9.95. Yeah, $13.95, I guess. Yeah, I'm putting them up because the cheats are hot. You know, I don't really want to sell Joe Montana autograph because he's awesome, but um, it's just a good time. Hall of Famer sell. I have another autograph of him, so I don't need two. Um, and it's just getting some money coming through. This is my off time of the year. Money starts getting a little tighter, just to have a little more cushion, kind of deal. Yeah, if anybody Instagrams or Twitter, I think both of them are under Bluegrass Picker. Go check out my eBay page, and if you go in my eBay store, send me a message and say, "Hey, this is me," and I'll give you a way better deal. Because most of the stuff is, overpriced because I don't have to sell it. But I'm actually going to put up a sale on a bunch of stuff today just to get some crap out. Harrison, Arkansas. So it's I think it's beautiful. I've been all over the world. I've been to Germany, Netherlands, Italy, Sicily, Turkey, Athens, Greece, and northern Arkansas. I just love the green mountains that aren't huge mountains, but green mountains with rock ledges with springs everywhere and rivers cutting through. They're all fresh and just beautiful. And then we dam up some to make lakes. There's some beautiful lakes around here. I don't know. I really enjoy this area, and it's cheap to live here. It's just you're not going to be. You're the farthest from ocean you can find, though. Thanks for leaving it running. I appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta do those photos. Yeah, that way Harry, we can private message, give each other some tips. Some of the people I don't want. There's some things that when you're reselling, there's some niches that you got, and you don't want to give up the information. But some people, I know it won't hurt me if I tell them, so I can private message them that way, and not have to worry about someone seeing it and picking up on things I don't want to pick up on. Because that's why you don't see people you don't see people saying what they're selling on Amazon, because they know with a repricer that you can screw them, especially if someone hates them. They just go in and do it just to make it where it ruins your market. That's why I always worry about scaling up on Amazon to making it where you have like 20 of one thing that you could start losing money on. Yeah, I play golf. I love golf. I It's one of the big drawbacks of I love exercise, and I like reselling, and I have all my businesses. I don't get golfing much. I get hit some golf balls on the weekend, and I actually fixed my back a couple of years ago, and I'm almost swing better than I've ever swung. So it's kind of frustrating. I can't get out there. I don't have anybody to play with anymore. And but yeah, I was a baseball freak when I was a kid, and it just helped me transfer over real easy. And I've always had a good golf swing, and I enjoy it. You enjoy what you're good at, and that's that. Um, Golf cart is actually a I got it at Goodwill. And it's nothing special, but on the side it says Bushwood. And I'm a big Caddyshack fan, and one of my favorite movies of all time. And so something that's Caddyshack, and I know it's not out there. It was only like $2, so yeah, keeping that. And Nike, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like the dry fit material because I'm always working out, sweating. It's just the best. I don't know, best material for me. I don't really care about the Nike. I like the blue. Yeah, love golf. I got some nice Callaways I got for 125 bucks last year. I'm going to sell the ping putter, the cover off the putter separately. I'm going to sell what was it, a Nike 3 wood, and probably get my money back and keep the clubs. They're awesome clubs. Sorry if I'm missing any questions. Repeat them if you. Yeah, Caddyshack. Can't beat it. Still, I mean, the humor still stands out. Yeah, the key to for me with golf is to keep this part still, because most people want to move around, come up and down, this and that. The key is not your swing, really. It's just about being being balanced, and it's just a lot of time, a lot of practice. Hey, thanks, Pat. Everybody join up Pat D's. He's got a good channel because he does some good lives. Make you a moderator. You come in my chat, you better join up with everybody. That's part of the deal. Check them out. You don't have to stay with them forever, but check them out. Barry Pickers here? Well, that's a all-star right there. Everybody join. You have to join Bearded Picker. He's got awesome garage sale, great tips on how to actually ship, and just watching his workstation. I enjoy to see how he has everything set up, because that's one thing I learned real quick is got to have a good station. Then we don't have any excuses about I don't want to list and this and that. There's no excuse, you know. But yeah, everybody check out Bearded Picker and Pat D's and Resale King. All create really good stuff. I bet you were sent before electricity. Yeah, Ronnie Dangerfield steals it. That's a good. I got the 25th anniversary edition, and there's one part where Dangerfield comes up to, if anybody knows Egon, um, uh, uh, what was his name? Egon, Harold Ramis, and he's the director of it. It was his first one before he did Ghostbusters and all these other things. He did Groundhog's Day, I think, too. Anyway, he said that Dangerfield came up to him one time and said, he's like, hey, am I not funny? No one's laughing when I'm doing my scenes. And I'm just worried, because he'd done stand up for so long. It was one of his first, I think it was one of his first acting gigs. And Harold Ramis was like, no, you don't understand. He goes, every single actor watches your takes. No other actors have that because they're doing so many takes all day long. He goes, no one misses yours. He goes, it's killing them back there because they can't laugh, because if they laugh, it ruins the scene and we won't be able to use it. So they're dying back there. They're not supposed to laugh. And he's like, oh, okay. I thought I was dying out there. It was just kind of funny that even the best sometimes they're a little insecure, and you watch that show and he steals it. Buy Bushwood. Oh, I love it. Thanks for joining, Beard Picker. I feel honored you actually would pay attention. I'm not really doing much. I was just listing some. I got a Joe Montana autograph. I got a card break. If you're ever into sports cards, you can buy auctions, team auctions. I like to buy Chiefs because they sell my eBay market, a flea market. And then I got a Dante Hall autograph I put up on eBay today just because the Chiefs are doing good. Just try to get all things going. Might sell some other stuff in my store kind of deal. Everybody's sales pretty good. Anybody, my eBay is kind of slow, even people looking at it, but I haven't been listening a lot, so it's probably a little my fault. But yeah, I don't know how to put my eBay link in here. There's a lot of things I don't know about live yet. I'm very new. I'm just Eagles and Chiefs. Yeah, I was an Eagles fan when I was younger because we didn't have to play mess with the Chiefs much in the NFC. I like colors, black and green. I like those colors. Mountain Man. I didn't get to catch the whole thing on prime time the other day, but that was cool what you did. I bet you got some good exposure. I like the intro you got. Resale King. Uh, I smoked about a pack and a half a day for 15 years. Thank God I quit. Yeah, King Henry, no kidding, man. That guy's tough. He was tough on us last time. You better hit him inside that first couple yards because you're going to have three guys have to bring him down. So you're making it harder on yourself. If he gets going, good luck. Good thing about that is at least we can score fast. So if anybody can hang with that, it's tit for tat kind of deal. But Tennessee is a lot tougher than people want to realize. They're a Super Bowl team. If anybody has any questions, I do a flea market booth, antique mall, and I have an eBay store. In case anybody wants to know, I ask bearded picker questions. He actually know how to answer them right. Yeah, who in here sells on Amazon? I don't sell on Amazon. I kind of like to learn how to do that. I know Resale King does. Niners, yeah, that's why I put up Joe Montana autograph. Chiefs and a Niners player, Hall of Famer. I figure it's perfect time, you know. Amazon is dead. Interesting. Yeah, you know, it's funny you said that because who was it? That reseller guy was saying that he's been cross posting, doing fulfilled by not fulfilled by merchant, and he said that eBay is outselling Amazon every time. So he's kind of thought the same thing. It's interesting you said that. Later, Harry. Can't wait to catch you live later. Appreciate it. About 8 or so after a couple of pickers. Everybody, everybody try to grab each other's channels, see what each other's got. Everybody gives a little something different. Yeah, football and baseball, where everybody's fair weather fans. No one's a Chiefs fan down here forever. I mean, people were more Rams fans in Springfield. Then all of a sudden, Rams are gone. Now everybody's a Chiefs fan, and everybody's been a Chiefs fan since 1976. That's just how it goes. Same way with the Royals. No one liked the Royals, and all of a sudden, there's Royals gear everywhere. Typical, probably around the entire United States, I'm sure. Snacky Nike. I don't know you. Where did you find me? If you wouldn't mind. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Amazon Food and Books. Yeah, he's joking. I figured. 9:30 10. Okay. Yeah, I know you're Alabama. I don't blame you. King Henry is something else. I enjoy watching him because I'm from the 80s, you know, where I miss I mean, I like Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball. It's fun to watch, but I miss team with good blocking, just beating the crap out of a defense, just watching them destroy somebody. So I enjoy it. Tree trimmer, okay, yeah, I like his channel. I like he's got good energy. I like to check out how to create and what other people are doing. I like other channels. Um, thanks for joining in. I'll join you after this. I'll make sure I'm subscribed. I think I probably am. Yeah, I hear you, Mountain Man. People don't realize that YouTube's a grind. Reselling's a grind. It's not passive. But it's if it's fun, you're selling what you like to sell. If you're making videos of what you like to do and what you're already doing, I mean, so but yeah, it's and I'm doing all this without wife and the kids. I can't imagine all the people that really have it hard. This is easy for me compared to most people. Thanks for joining while you give me some watch hours. Most creators realize that the hard thing is the hours. Yeah, everybody, please join Bearded Picker. He's got some he's got wonderful content. You really learn something. Me, I'm just a newbie. Package Super Soaker from '97. Oh yeah. I wonder what a Super Soaker from '97 goes for. That's cool. It's weird to think that vintage is 2001 and before now. So weird. Yeah, reselling's your therapy. Yeah, it was my therapy to cure my hoarding. Actually, for me, kind of, Um, and then yeah, and then it become fun, more fun. Hey, David, jumping in and in. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I jump from live to live sometimes. Come in when I can. I think we all kind of do that. I just like have a place for people to join up and find someone. Like some people may not know about Bearded. Maybe someone doesn't know about Bearded Picker. I don't know how many subscribers he's got, but it's a lot. And so he's been doing it a long time, so he knows what he's doing, and he does a little bit of all of it. Yeah, I'll be doing some lives with me and Resale King. We are very much the same right about now with our what we're selling and how we're selling, and and where we're at in YouTube. So we'll be doing some stuff together here pretty soon. 73,000 subs. Woo! Hey, you got some good ones. I like your videos. Um, but yeah, so look forward to some of those, and I'd love to interview someone, some of the good ones that really have been doing it for a long time. I can't imagine like Bearded Picker, like when he first started trying to get 1,000 subs back then was probably daunting. There just wasn't that many people looking for this kind of stuff. So, guys like him, it kind of helped made it easier for us. I just wonder, I said it earlier, but like, 5 years from now, is it going to be 2,000 hours and 10,000 or 10,000 hours and 2,000 subs to get monetized, So you might as well start doing it now if you thought about it, because it's not gonna get less. Yeah, like following the UK guys in Ireland, and then following the Aussies, and I like to hear their point of view, because a lot of those guys, that all they got's eBay, so eBay's the best way for them. They almost know a little bit more about it because they have to. Yeah, your '80s toys. Yeah, I know. And I think we all do. I have, yeah, I had some good stuff. I had some good stuff. Well, I had a buddy that had a bunch of coins and stuff too that you sell when you're younger and you get in a jam or whatever. Don't sell online. Interesting. Griffey Jr. Yeah. Garbage pail. I did say garbage pail monopoly, but he said it's IP claims. Yeah, that's why it's good to know. Like Bearded Picker, he's in there selling all the time. He knows what don't want to buy before you try to sell it. Saves you time and money. That's why these chats are great. Not only we're getting bolos, we're getting no bolos, which is probably almost better. Well, thanks for joining. I'm gonna have to scat out of here, and I appreciate that. I got 12 people in here, and Bearded Picker, I really appreciate it. And honored that you find me. I will add any value, but everybody try to grab each other up here before I get off here, and I'll be joining Resale King here next Wednesday talking about the flea markets, and I appreciate you for joining. Thanks a lot.